This is third episode of Entrepreneur Webinar with Raj Sark, the Gadget Entrepreneurs. Okay, so welcome to Entrepreneur Network. My name is Lex, startup founder and founder of Entrepreneur Network. This is a platform that connects entrepreneurs with entrepreneurs, inspiring entrepreneurs with entrepreneurs. Not just that, Entrepreneurs Network is ready to help your ideas and projects, moving them into the next level. Also, in each month, we will bring you an exciting interview with experienced entrepreneurs from EMA communities. Learn from them and let them answering your burning questions. All these are exclusively for EMA members. So thanks for spending some time with me today. Let the webinars begin. So once again, thank you so much for joining us today for the Entrepreneur Webinar. Very excited about our entrepreneur today. He is Raj Sark, Erasmus Mundus Alumni from India. I have a chance to meet Raj a few years back before he really established his company called Lupo, and we are so interested to get to know how he built Lupo, a company that supports and funded by venture capital and successfully crowdfunded by Kickstarter. So let's see, seems that we lost Raj already, so let's see how can we get him back. Okay, we lost him. No problem. Okay, we get him back again. Raj, are you ready?
Right, okay.
Okay. So Raj, give us a little bit insight about you and tell us about yourself personally and the overview of your business.
Sure. Right, so hi everyone. So I'm Raj Sark. I'm a graduate of the Erasmus Mundus program in Global Innovation Management. My background is in telecommunication. I've been working in wireless communications domain for almost 5 years now, including 2 years with our startup. So our company is called Connect Unlimited, and Lupo is our flagship product, which we had launched via a Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign earlier this year. And we are still fulfilling all the rewards of shipping the devices to all our backers kind of, around the world, and as well as growing our business.
So for those that not yet in the Entrepreneur Network, please go to this website bit.ly/entrenet to join this network in the EMA platform, and also please join the linking group of Entrepreneur Network to get to know others professionally. So now we're still waiting for Raj. Yeah, the connection is not so good. Let me check.
Can you see me?
Yeah, now I can see.
Yeah. Is that we're back?
Yeah, we're back now.
Right. Okay, so I was just talking about Lupo. So Lupo is basically a Bluetooth wireless sensor that connects with a smartphone app. For those who haven't seen our product before or don't know about it, basically what it is, it's an electronic key fob with potential of a lot of apps. The first thing we have tried to address, the pain we have tried to address with the product in its initial form, is basically to be able to find things, not lose things, and it's also a Bluetooth remote controller. So if you have ever experienced the pain or just annoyance of not being able to find your keys 8 a.m. in the morning before that important meeting, that's not a problem for me anymore, because I attached the Lupo. If you guys can, I'm not sure if you guys can really see the camera. Here, so this is we just connected to the keys, and the first thing it does is, like you see here, I go into the app, it shows me the status, whether it's nearby or not, and I can use this call me feature to ring and find it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you can hear. And if I'm too far away, I could also locate it on a map. And one of the most interesting features of Lupo is if you are too far away from your item, so let's say you have tagged one into your important travel bag. A lot of people have gone through the pain of losing important things while traveling. What we have done with the Lupo is with this device attached to your valuables, you get an SMS-like alert on your phone when you are too far away from them. And the final thing, which a lot of our customers and users are really happy about, is a feature basically to let Lupo control the camera on your phone. So I'll just show a quick demo.
Seems like we are losing him again. Unfortunately, we're losing him again. I think this is some connections problem with the. I'm not so sure it's for this platform or because of his internet connections. Sure, I will show you the link in group link. There you go. So basically, Raj just want to say that it is the device that used to track try to track all kind of items that you have. So let's say, like your keys that you can attach with the keys, and when you go away like certain distance, your phone will alert you that your phone will alert you that so that you wouldn't forget to take your keys. Yeah, so this is one of these main functions of the Lupo, and we are still waiting for Raj to come back again. Yeah, maybe that would be better if he turned off his video. Yeah, that could. Yeah, I agree with Jahid. So let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, Raj.
Hi.
Maybe you turn off your video and then just go through with audio. Maybe that would be better.
I guess how do you actually do that?
At the bottom of the bottom left of the platform, that you can see there's a webcam icon. So you can click on it, then you will disable the video. Yeah.
Bottom
left. You see it?
Right. Video is transferred.
Yeah. Okay, so then you don't have video, so could be better.
That's good.
Could be better now. Yeah, so you can continue.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's I don't know where the connection got lost on there, but that's it really. That's one of our first product. The Lupo is a device to find, secure, and control all your Bluetooth devices almost with a click of a button. There are a lot of other similar ones out there in the market today, but what really distinguishes the Lupo is the amount, the value-added features it can offer at the price that it can offer them, as well as the battery life. So you would be familiar already that it's a pain to charge your laptop, phones, and all these things. You want to do it as less as possible, right? Now, with all the trend of wearable computing and other gadgets, basically, it would be quite painful if users have to charge all their devices every now and then, every few weeks. So our competitor products, some of them die of battery and it needs charging every few days or few weeks, or some of them are few months. Whereas with the Lupo, it can last up to 2 years.
Wow.
That's a patented technology we hold. That's our core IP, really, and that distinguishes us quite by far from the rest of these kind of Bluetooth devices in the market. We have also recently won the top 10 gadgets of 2014 in the WTS in London. And that's we at Team Lupo are really proud of that. And our battery thing is applicable in a few different markets. So we are basically exploring the opportunities for our company now to grow from where we are with the technology and address market growth from here on.
Wow.
That's what we are doing.
Wow. Very, very successful, Raj. Congratulations.
Well, if you say so, Lex.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just to let audience know again, if you have any question, you can right away ask through the chat box, and we'll answer it when we have time. Okay. So as to run a poll, I would like to run a poll that we want to know who are you, and please take few seconds just to answer the poll right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Great. So we have about 16. Okay, there are more people voting. So we have 7% of people are professional, and 40% of people are students, aspiring entrepreneurs 15%, 15% entrepreneurs, and others 23%. Okay, not so bad. This is our audience. Thanks for your time for voting.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the chart that we have. I think you can see it, right? So thank you. So right now we continue with the interview with Raj. So Raj, tell us about how you started your first business and how was it? Is this your first business or is this okay? We lost him again. Right back. Okay, seems like we lost him again. Okay, no problem. Just let you all know again. Please voice out any question that you have, and we'll answer it right away, right after we have time. Okay, Raj, you are back again. Could you?
I don't know where the edubib.com keeps taking me away.
Do you have some kind of firewall or something?
See, the thing is, I'm actually, we are at the office today, and it's within our university incubation facilities. So it does go through the whole university IT system. And I don't know if it's because it's a weekend, there's some there's some restricted access or something. But it seems like periodically, every 10 minutes, the connection refreshes itself.
Okay, Raj, quick question. So tell us about how you started your first business and how was it? Is it your first business? It was your first business?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I have helped a few other ventures early on when I was with my previous workplace. So I used to work for a wireless communications company in Denmark, and we used to work for large clients, Skype and other networking technology solutions. So during that time, I had been involved with a couple of new startups, but that's only in my free time, really, in the evenings and so on. And then it came to a point where I had this idea, and it was a point like, if I don't do this now, I'll probably never do it in my life, and took the plunge to actually leave my safe and secure job to start a venture. And so far, looking back, I think the last 2 years has been the biggest learning experience I have had in my life. And yeah, so this is my first venture. We Connect Unlimited. We are a small company. We are about 6 people. Three of us are full time. Well, there's 4 others part time, roughly here and there, and we have our investors and a board of management as well for strategic kind of decision making. So the university had also helped me a lot early on. If I could show you guys around a little in the office. We are packaging a lot of the products today because we are just getting them ready for shipping out on Monday when we come back. And the university had initially provided some free space and also a small startup fund to get started prototyping the concept till it came to a point that we could pitch to professional investors. And so far, till date, we have raised close to £250,000 in terms of funding from both from government funding, private investors, as well as crowdfunding on Kickstarter, which is which was basically a platform to launch our product Lupo into the market.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool. Oh, that's very cool.
Right.
But,
okay. Hi guys.
Right.
Are we still here?
Yeah, you are still here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Raj. You said that before you worked before, yes, right? You work in a startup, you do work on a side project and this and that. But then
I didn't really work in a startup. I was helping out a couple of entrepreneurs, so to say, with their technical requirements, just analyzing sometimes what it would take to provide. These were both mobile app startups, so they were doing mobile applications. I helped them with some front end app design a little bit, but that was pretty much it. But this is my first venture where I had the idea of Lupo, and I thought this would be something that
seems like we have that connection again. Yep, we lost him again. No worry, he will be back again. Yeah, just to let you know a little bit about Entrepreneur Network. For those that are EMA members, please log into the EMA community website and join as a member, because Entrepreneur Network is going to help you to help your projects and ideas and move them to the next level. So we will pair entrepreneurs. Let's say you have a project. You want to build a mobile apps. We will pair entrepreneurs, experienced entrepreneurs with you, and then that entrepreneur will mentor you. So it will help you, train you, and guide you how you can become an entrepreneur. Yeah. Yeah, Raj.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Okay. So maybe move to the next question.
Hi Lex. Can you hear me? I think I missed your question again. The connection just disappeared.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you again. Okay. So Raj, this is your first venture, and then why? I think it's always risky that you want to make it full time and really work on this project. And can you tell us that when was the point that you think you want to go for all, like you want to go full time for this my Lupo project, or before it's called Smart Tech? So what when was the point and what's the reason?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
When was the point and what was the reason?
Yeah, so I think the point was there was a competition actually. I had participated. It was organized by MIT in the US. They have this global startup workshop every year. And this was in 2012, basically, when they had this workshop, so more than 2 years ago, where I had participated. And there were a lot of interesting startup companies I met from Stanford, from Cambridge, and very interesting people. And I was the only Erasmus Mundus alumni actually in this particular event. And if I remember, Emma had also helped with some of, so I think they helped with putting up a stand, for Emma and our startup venture in that event. And then I participated in this business plan competition, and we ended up winning the first prize in that event and got $5,000 awarded from MIT. That sort of gave
I think we lost him again. Is it? Yeah, we lost him again. He'll be back in 2 seconds, I think. So yeah, just to continue with the previous that I told you about the Entrepreneur Network. Yeah, if you have ideas, you have projects that you are working on a side project, please join, and then we will pair with you and entrepreneurs that are experienced in your domain, and then guide you and bring you to the next level. Yeah, so this is what. And also you can find co-founder, like-minded people that also want to work on something cool, but have shares the same goal. So you just have to let them know that you have a cool project and you're looking for people, looking for co-founders, and they will come to you, and then you all can work together. Yeah. So for example, let's say Raj is back again. So I'm gonna make Raj back. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi guys, are we back?
I went to kitchen.
Right. No, we are actually. I'm just having a chat with my colleagues here.
Right.
So we are. If you see here, say hi, Vincent. And yeah, so we are just arranging a lot of Lupo devices ready to ship, and behind there is like our Strathclyde Uni Hall of Fame. It's all the entrepreneurs from Strathclyde who has, grown very large companies. Most of them 100, 200 employees, that kind of thing. We are a very entrepreneurial university, and like I was telling you, that was one of the main reasons I actually moved back to the UK from Denmark to start this venture.
So that was the point that when you was in NIT and then you won the best, I mean you won the competitions, and then.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, that was the only reason the $5,000 from MIT just me quit my job. But there were a number of factors that came together to make the decision that this is something I would like to do. And I just thought.
Yeah, we just lost him again. Anyway, yeah. So I will continue with the previous competition again. Yeah, join Entrepreneur Network, and then if you have a project, let's say you are a designer and you want to build an app, but you don't have a technical skill, so you want to find a co-founder that have a technical skill. So you just publish your ideas on Entrepreneur Network, and somebody that this interest, then they can join you and form a team. Once you have a team, then we will pair you with entrepreneurs, so as a mentor of you, and then they can open up their networks, their advice to you, and then move your project into the next level. Okay, Raj is back again. Yeah.
Right, are we back? That's right. It's, I think we'll need to quickly, I would quickly,
Yeah,
answer you
yeah,
guys your
yeah.
question. So it seems the network is a little disruptive. I don't know which
Yeah.
end the
Okay.
problem is, but
Okay. Yeah, Raj. About the factors. Yeah, you told
yeah.
that you have several factors that change your mind and you want to move full time for this project. Yeah.
Yes. So another thing was, I thought I would like to build some tangible asset for the company, and it was also a point where the university, I pitched to the university actually on what my idea was about the battery technology I described to you, and a possibility of filing a patent. So, and the university agreed to pay for the patent filing. So when the patent was filed, at that time, we still don't know if it would be granted or not, but that I thought would have been a very valuable asset to hold. And yeah, today the patent is granted and everything, uh, but it was almost 2 years ago when this was being filed, and I took that putting together a number of things really, and the final thing really was like, if I don't do this now, I'll probably never do it in my life. So that's where I took the plunge.
Okay. So when you really started work full time for this company for Lupo, when
Sorry,
was the
when?
time that you really go full time for Lupo?
Oh, so this was almost two
Oh.
years ago. Almost 2 years ago when we got our first investment, and we set into office and started working full time actually. And then obviously with a startup, you would go through a number of challenges. It's a quite a roller coaster journey really. Some days will be, good. Some days would be like, why on earth am I doing this kind of a thing? But that's but it's really about you being able to tell yourself that this is really what I want to do in my life, and I want to train myself to do it, and do something
Okay.
useful.
So could you
That's
share your challenges that you faced in these 2 years? Like maybe you can say one or two of the challenges that you faced.
oh I thought the webinar was only 1 hour. I don't think I
No, no,
can
one
pick
or
up
two.
all
Okay,
the
one
challenges.
challenges. Yeah.
Well, there's always a number of, I mean, there's a constant process of growing each and every way in terms of the product, in terms of the market fit, in terms of funding, gathering enough money to actually keep going. Slowly you start hiring staff, then you have to watch out the payroll and not you spending more than what the, like basically understand cash flow, finance, there's recruitment, HR, and all these activities can be quite interesting. You learn a lot, but it can also exhaust you completely because you're like, in my previous job, I was probably doing one thing, not, 10. There were people doing HR, there were people doing finance, there were people in product development, and within that in hardware, software, mobile apps, putting it all together is kind of a product management role, which I quite enjoyed. Um, so yeah, so basically, the key challenges we have had a lot of legal challenges in terms of actually setting up a business, in terms of taxes and all that with the HMRC. So in the UK, it's called Homeland Revenue and Customs. Had a lot of legal challenges which we had to overcome, and our investors were there to support me through that process. That was actually quite valuable. It's always there are also being a foreign-born entrepreneur. Actually, you might end up facing more challenges because there are just so many taxes and so much of paperwork to have done. But that's one place our investors had actually provided a helping hand rather than just putting in the money, buying some shares, and going. Now you take care of the rest.
Okay, okay, okay. And since that I think you're a mentor and advisor, right? Could you tell us what was the best advice that you ever received?
Best advice. Um, there could be a number of ones, Lex. There's first of all, um, really you should think it through probably before leaping into something. Think it through in terms of, is this really something you want to do for at least a big chunk of your life going forward? Like, that's a commitment you are putting in, rather than saying maybe I would I don't know, if things are going well I'll continue, if not I'll just stop. That's not how the startup works. You really need to put in some commitment. One of the advice was, don't worry. Maybe if you do need to find, if you're going for finding investors, like to fund your venture, you really do need to find ones you are compatible with and there is a match of values and interest. Because the whole aspect of setting up a company, and when you have, even if they are holding minority shares in the company, but still investors can, they can influence the decision making within your organization. So it's really, really important you find people you are interested to partner with, not just accept money if it comes in any shape and form. Because, well, it's unlike marriage. Setting up a company with shareholding, it's like there's no agreement to back out from it anymore. Once it's done, it's done. They're going to be part of growing the company forward together. So you really do want to find the right co-founder for your venture, complementing your own skills. So most often you would normally end up going with your best friend or something, because your ideas match maybe, but you do want, professionally, you want to complement each other's skill sets. And yeah, if I knew this better, probably I would have. See, there are things employees can do, but a co-founder is not an employee. And that's, if you do not find the right one, and if you think you can do it on your own, go ahead with it. But it's a good thing to find someone right from the beginning who is equally committed to go the distance, with you on the particular venture. And finally, I would say, the other thing is sales. Don't wait maybe till your product is absolutely 100% perfect. Maybe launch something which is a minimum viable product, but validate your market, and then keep redeveloping, redoing the product till it meets the product market fit, so to say. It's called the lean startup methodology. It's quite uh, definitely recommended for looking up or reading up, or even watching some YouTube videos about lean startup would be useful.
So Raj, you say that, so you need to find, a compatible co-founders, and then listen to your customer using the lean startup machine technique, the method. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what about your personal habit? Tell us about your personal habit that you believe that you contribute to your success. So what kind of habit that an entrepreneur should have?
I think the personality traits, if you so to say, would be a lot of tenacity, some amount of hope and optimism, but you also need to balance that with something grounded in reality, and a lot of tenacity to actually pushing things through, just getting things done when probably a lot of people are telling you this is not going to happen. There will be too many challenges. You just need to be there to say, okay, if the challenges come, I'm going to face it. And like I was saying before, it's not, you really need to commit yourself to it. Don't think, I'll do it, if it works well, else just quit. Then you'll probably end up quitting rather than doing it.
So we have a question from audience. So from Gary. So Gary asking, coming from a technical background, how easy difficult was it to get a business skill, for people to get a business skill? Yeah.
I think a lot of business skills you could learn as you do things. There are a lot of people who say MBA is a good education to get for especially people with technical backgrounds to sort of spend a year in the university honing and developing business skills. I personally don't think MBA is that great or fantastic, especially if you want to work as an entrepreneur, because the core values of our MBA education is really preparing you for one of the big consulting companies and management consulting and so on. And it can also take you further away from your own technical skills, which actually could be quite valuable in early phases of your product development. So I think you could learn a lot of this by doing, and I would rather invest in spending a year doing a startup to gain business skills than go to a business school and spend probably £50,000 in an MBA education to try to get those skills. It's like if you are open to learn them, you probably will.
I agree with Raj so much because doing an MBA is quite expensive, and then it's take like at least 1 year. So I think you can really learning by doing it, like Raj said, learning by doing it. Then from there, I think you can learn a lot. So yeah, thanks for the question, Gary. This is a very, very good question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah, Raj, I think you use some kind of tools to manage your business or manage your personally like entrepreneur journey. You use some kind of tools, right? So tell us what kind of tools that you use that would be useful for the people that want to be entrepreneurs. They can prepare themselves.
Oh, wow. Personally, to be honest, I'm not that big a fan of these particular. I have tried out a few of these apps that help you organize your workflow and stuff, but in the end, I feel they end up being more of an investment in trying to familiarize yourself with those apps or tools. Rather than I do use YouTube a lot as a tool just when I have some free time to look at videos and stuff of few people who you would look up, let's say, as your role model in the startup world, or who are people who have grown big companies and stuff, and try to also learn a bit about what really made them go that direction, and what sort of business skills they develop and things like that. Besides that, I'm not that big a fan of these tools probably, but I do use Evernote sometimes, just that it saves you from the hassle of writing it up and then transferring and that kind of. So Evernote I do end up using time to time. I have used Skype very extensively because sometimes I have collaborated with people not in Britain, for instance, and some part of our manufacturing is done in Taiwan. For instance, almost everything is actually made in Scotland, but we source some plastic components from Taiwan, and that's.
Seems that we lost again. We lost him again. So no problem. So we have like audience like 13 people. So do you have any questions for Raj? Yeah, please write it in the text box, and when he get back again, then he can answer all kind of burning questions that you have. Yeah. So let's see. Raj still listening? Yeah. Thanks, Zahid. Okay, Raj back again. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi guys, can you hear? Right, I think we lost the connection again. This would be probably the
Okay.
last
Okay.
session, Lex, before it seems like the
Okay.
connection recycles every 10-15 minutes. So if you guys have a few more questions, uh, then we
Okay.
can
So
wrap it
another
up.
question from Gary. So he asked, "Do you have a mentor?" She asked.
Yes. What I do have, it's someone the university had actually. So I had pitched in one of the competitions where they kind of try to link young entrepreneurs with a mentor. And there's someone I met almost 2 years ago, and he is deputy chairperson of our company as well, and one of our investors, um, who and he did help me with, he had experience with working with a lot of people like me before, so that's some of the business skills I could
So
learn
how,
from.
how, how you get to know mentor? I mean, is there any platform that you can share with the audience?
Yeah, so the thing is, it's actually quite important. Again, when you talk about mentors, you find the right one for your company and for yourself. There needs to be like there shouldn't be a conflict of values or interests, because then that's more dangerous to have a mentor than not have one. It's a bit like finding a good friend, who is also ready to take some professional steps with you. So you might meet them in a cafe, you might meet them in a networking event. But yeah, of course, the more events you do, the better. If
Okay.
you manage the time to go for networking events, it's probably one of the most
Okay.
useful entrepreneur
Okay.
tools. Just go for the right networking events in your
Okay.
local area and
Another question
community.
from Ajime. He asked how to initiate acquisition of funds.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, firstly,
Yeah.
raising money anywhere from anyone is difficult. But the best way probably would be, it depends on what is the area of business. If it's a service industry or if it's a product industry. For a product category, there are so many competitions and stuff that goes on. I did make use of a lot, like the one from MIT as well. But even before that, I was doing a lot of local competitions, just participating to see if we win a prize. Then this both motivates you and your teammates, as well as provide some initial funds to get going, till you, I guess, come to a point that you are ready to pitch to professional investors, or in a position to start selling so that you
Okay.
can generate
So
revenue.
what was the point that you think that you need the fund? I mean, is it when you started you need the fund, or at some point? Which point? Yeah.
Which point? Um, I think when you are running out of your own money, and you still need to pay for your rent, and it is a good idea to bootstrap, but don't overdo it. I
Oh,
probably
really?
overdid it as well. Me and my co-founder were technically living out of nowhere for a while, but don't overdo it. I guess, I mean, if you come to a point where you need to raise funds, find routes to it. Crowdfunding is also a very interesting channel to worth exploring, especially for product kind of companies. And for services, I guess it's really about finding one or two of your clients who are loyal and who really gets value out of the service you provide, be it graphic design or be it web development or whatever it is, and those clients become advocates in your community to help grow your
Okay.
business from there.
Okay. Okay. So what about books? Do you read any books? Do you have any recommended book for the audience that they should read to improve themselves?
See, I read a few. I have read one which it's by someone called Jessica Livingston, who is one of the co-founders of Y Combinator. If you have heard of them, it's a Silicon Valley incubator, very reputed in this area because they have actually incubated startups likes of things. Well, few good ones. Things which has gone acquired by Skype or Microsoft or one of these big companies, and so what she did is actually profile some of their top alumni to have gone through Y Combinator and how they were when in that program and how they slowly grew their business to till an exit or yes, like that. So that was quite an interesting book. I also read a lot of books in typically in my own area in terms of Bluetooth development and stuff, which is and I do find YouTube also as quite a good free resource to sometimes maybe at the end of a hard work day you just want to switch on something and watch rather than actually yes.
So
yeah.
So everyone, please make use of free resources from YouTube. I think it's very, very helpful. And yeah, and then also this webinar will be recorded, will be published on YouTube in 2 days. So if you miss it, some part of it, no problem, you can get in there. And
yeah.
Okay,
sure.
so I think should be the last question now for you. So what?
Yeah, and I hope the connection doesn't get lost before
so what,
this one.
I mean, I think most of the audience here, they are professional, they are students, and they want to be entrepreneur like you, like all the people that I interview with. And what's your advice for them to start work on a side project, bootstrapping, or what? Yeah, just.
What's the advice to get started? You mean? My only advice would be, first of all, find something that really motivates you, wakes you up. In a startup job, probably you are not forced by anyone to be at the office 8 a.m. in the morning, but that should be coming out of your own because you want to get some things done and you want, that basically something that motivates you enough to get out of bed and start working. Find something you love really, and there will be challenges, but just think about it as and don't worry about failure because at the end, even after a few years, if the venture doesn't fly off, you would have probably gained a lot of valuable experience.
Okay, there's a question from Olusi.
Right?
He asked, what has been your greatest success and challenge till date? I think probably refer to the Lupo. Yeah. So maybe you could address a bit on his question.
Well, I wouldn't put any one thing in particular as the greatest success because it's really those small little things you do every day. So hiring that person who is the right match for the business, getting that mentor or investor on board who with whom you can take the venture forward. Winning prizes and competitions early on had also actually helped us quite a bit. And probably the one I celebrated the most was our first funding round, as well as when we finished our Kickstarter campaign, we had a long celebration with the team. It was a 1 month, very exhausting campaign, actually, but at the end, we raised 50% over our funding target. And that was, I would remember as one of the days we celebrated a lot. We celebrated when we started shipping our first product. And we are right now in talks with a quite a large customer, and if that completes potentially next year, we would be celebrating that.
Okay.
and the challenges are just part of the whole journey. There's probably not enough time to talk about anything more on that. Right. So if so if you guys hope this was helpful to some of us joining here today, and we also have a very active Facebook and Twitter. We share our crowdfunding and other stories through that channel. So it would be great to have you guys on board, and any further questions or comments you could also link up through the social media and stuff. That's yeah. I hope this was useful.
Send us a link that we can buy Lupo, because maybe some of us are interested on Lupo. Yeah.
Sure. Oh, sure. I mean, yeah. If you'd like to buy, so our website is www.mylupo.com. So MyLupo is also our Twitter and our Facebook accounts. And if you click that link, mylupo.com, it would take you to our webpage where it has a button called Pre-Order Now, which takes you to our web commerce platform. We have the product on ShopStarter. It would be there till 24th of, just till Christmas basically, and it's still at a discounted price because we start our retail things from next year. So yes, if you would like to buy one, do go ahead, and also just connect and you know, stay connected.
What is the best way to connect with you? Right? Is it LinkedIn or something else?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on LinkedIn, and we have our company Facebook and Twitter accounts. We always love to hear ideas. If you are getting the device, we love to hear the whole user reaction. You know, some people enjoy particular features of Lupo. We like to hear those stories, and yeah, that's so through the website there is link to all the other. We also do some blogs and stuff that you can stay in touch with.
Raj,
yeah.
I would like to ask you: is it possible that you can be one of the mentor of the project in Entrepreneur Network? I mean, when you have time, or
yeah, I saw your email about that, Lex. If you forward maybe a couple of projects, and if there's definitely if there's something I could help with, unless this is like a full-time job, I'm happy to try to help.
Okay, so thank you so much, Raj. Thanks for your time. We are very appreciate your time, because you're very busy.
Thanks,
even today is Saturday. You're working. You're in office.
Yeah, we try not to do it to be like, we try really to spend the weekend to unwind and relax a bit, but sometimes it's so normally if we work on a Saturday, we would just spend some time packaging and like doing things which doesn't require the brain work, you know. We try to keep the main focus Monday to Friday, but that's right. Right, hope this was useful, guys. And
thank you so much, Raj.
Great.
And
bye now.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
So for those that yet to join Entrepreneur Network, please join it at the link on the screen. Yeah, please join it, and also please join the LinkedIn group as well.